This is a story about sex and money. Lots of sex and lots of money. When he isn't eating or sleeping, Stormcat is having relations with some of the classiest mares in America, hoping to produce little horses that grow up to become big-time champions. So what's the going price for a hookup with Stormcat? $25,000 per session? $50,000? $100,000? Not even close. He's making how much per?
500,000 US dollars, real cash.
When he mates with a mare, if that mare produces a live foal, Stormcat brings in
$500,000.
Rick Waldman has been in the horse business for 35 years and runs Overbrook Farm.
How often does he work?
On a daily basis, he's likely to breed 2 mares a day, most of the days of the week.
2 times a day, 6 days a week?
7. No rest on Sundays.
So every morning during the breeding season, from February through June, Stormcat is taken from his paddock, across the bridge, and into what they call the breeding shed to meet his mate du jour, or in horse talk, the mare he's about to cover. When he's done, it's back to a life of just hanging around the farm. Then in the afternoon, he does it all over again.
How long does the actual act take for Stormcat?
From the time he mounts the mare until the time that he's finished, 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah, you're smiling.
He is too.
Since he stopped racing, Stormcat has been earning about $25 million a year for Overbrook, making him one of the highest paid athletes in all of America. But Stormcat wasn't always pulling in the big bucks. Remember, based on his racing career, he looked like anything but a sure thing in the stud business. So in the beginning, Overbrook was asking just $30,000 for his services. And with few takers, they dropped their price to $20,000.
How does he go from $20,000 to $500,000? Was he start producing champions?
He did it the old-fashioned way. He earned it. His first crops ran well.
But Tabasco Cat wins the Classic by 2.
And they were followed by more high-class runners.
Sharp Cat impressively in the Hollywood Oaks.
Once we got to his 5th crop, 6th crop, the mare quality improved, and his stud fee gradually went up.
In the 20 years that Stormcat has been breeding, he sired 1,400 little Stormcats who have pulled in a neat little sum in winnings, over $100 million.
Bernie, the real reason why his stud fee is $500,000 is that he is a sire of sires, because his sons are successful sires. And that's what elevates the worth. That is the lure.
So, as you might imagine, there has been a very long list of mares waiting for their turn with Stormcat. And after a session is booked, his owners don't just let Stormcat walk in and have sex. That's way too dangerous. What if the mare isn't in the mood?
We have to test these mares before we bring these very expensive stallions in here, because we don't want them getting kicked.
Joe Yoakum is the head veterinarian at Overbrook.
If the mare's not in heat, she'll do some damage?
Yeah, she'll kick the hell out of him, yeah.
Rather than risk Stormcat getting kicked in the you-know-whats and putting him out of commission, Overbrook employs teaser horses. No kidding, teaser horses. This is Cooperstown, who despite his name, isn't in anybody's Hall of Fame. He's worthless as a racehorse, but does have the libido of a teenager, which is why they turned him into a teaser. His job is to flirt and nuzzle with the mare to see if she's in the mood.
This mare's okay, but she's not 100% hot. You know, she's not just burning down red hot. She's okay, but likes her a little hotter.
And when the teasing is done, the mare is led away for a session with the real stud. And Cooperstown is left, as they say in horse country, high and dry. And if that's not bad enough, there's even more indignity the teaser has to put up with. If Dr. Yoakum still isn't sure the mare will allow a stallion to mount her, the teaser does a test jump to see how she'll respond. But to make sure the teaser doesn't go too far, he has to wear a protective shield.
So for every 100 times a teaser just gets a mare worked up, excited, how many times did the teaser get to have sex with some horse?
Once, maybe.
Oh, geez, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bad deal.
After the teaser has done his job and everybody is sure the mare is ready to go, she's led into the breeding shed, outfitted with padded booties, just in case she does kick, to soften the blow. Then the big moment. Stormcat is led into the barn.
This horse is a real pro, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say that.
That's right.
And he comes in, does his business.
And he enjoys it.
Done?
If we were at an opera, we'd applaud.
Not all stallions are as efficient as Stormcat. Some have to do it over and over until they actually complete the act, if you know what I mean.
Booyah.
Sometimes it takes a change of scenery to make it happen. And a little extra cheerleading.
Come on. Come on, son. Work. Come on, son. Come on.
They even videotape the session, just in case there's any doubt as to who the father is. There's just too much money riding on Stormcat to take any chances.
Now, what is that up there? It looks like a guardhouse.
That's exactly what it is. That's Stormcat's 24-hour sentry, and his sole purpose is to watch over Stormcat and to make sure there's nothing untoward happening.
Is he armed?
Yes,
He does have a weapon.
yes, and is licensed to use it.
It just sounds like a very interesting life. I mean, he eats, sleeps, has sex with the most, if not attractive mares, with the most desirable ones.
He has his pick, yes.
Do you know how many guys watching this right now are saying, how do I get a job like that?
What more is there to life?
But just last month, Stormcat decided to call it quits, or at least his owners did. It's been 3 years since we first saw Stormcat, and he's 25 now, which is old for a horse. So they put him out to pasture, a senior citizen, now officially retired.
What's retirement going to be like for Stormcat?
It'll be virtually the same with the absence of going into the breeding shed twice a day.
Does this mean no more horse nookie or just less horse nookie?
None. Zero.
Is Stormcat, now that he's a retired senior citizen of sorts, does he get discounts at the movies? Does he go to the early bird specials in town?
The AARH,
Yeah, the
American Association,
American Association of Retired Horses.
Anything he wants.
Anything except for sex. That's because Stormcat's fertility isn't what it used to be. He's been shooting blanks. In his last mating season, he couldn't impregnate the mares like he used to. His success rate dropped from about 80% to just 10%, which, in case you're wondering, doesn't necessarily mean he's lost interest in the lady horses.
Do you think he misses the girls?
I think if we brought him in to breed a mare right now, he wouldn't hesitate.
Are we looking at one of the great studs of all time?
No question, no question. The economic impact of Stormcat was well into the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars when you think of the whole chain of everybody who had a piece of Stormcat.
Right.
So, we may never see another Stormcat, but look anywhere in bluegrass country and there's a good chance you'll find one of his offspring. Just 30 minutes away at Ashford Stud Farm, Stormcat's most prolific son, Giant's Causeway, is carrying on in the family business. He's 11 years old and has made as much as $300,000 per session. And the best we can figure, he seems to be enjoying his work, just like his old man.